Welcome everyone back to the Vintage Sewing Machine Garage. You are looking at the ready to ready to go back to work Singer Featherweight 221K. This was brought to me by a client. This is not my machine. That's why you didn't see it in the purchasing series, because I didn't purchase it. And she is ready. Went through the machine. She's had grease added to her bearings and the motor. All of the points have been cleaned and lubricated. I ended up finding a few more thread tails wrapped around that shaft, and so I was able to pull them out from underneath. Sometimes you have to look at different angles to find them. But once you know they're there, you can get them off. Just takes patience and little tweezers and tools that are very narrow that can get in there. Let's see. The light bulb works, so we'll leave it as is. I'm going to just use natural light today, and just wanted you guys to see how she sews. And I just did some tension adjusting here, so I will go ahead and let you see how she performs and makes that beautiful legendary stitch. Like most singers, look at the slow needle control I can get. And this is with the carbon pile button style pedal. This is an analog pedal, and just really nice needle control. And I've got different color thread on each side. So I'm going to come over here. This is a medium cotton, 2 layers of medium weight cotton, I should say. I'm even going to, let's make a row of stitches here. And then I'm going to come up and shorten them, because that short stitch is just, there's nothing like a Singer rotary hook that can really produce it. I know other machines do well, but this is one of my favorites, and you'll see why as I pull the sample up here. And remember, there's nothing laser or digital about this. It's all analog. So take a look. Up top is, I was doing an initial test of stitches, and you'll see on the bottom the stitch tension was too loose. The top stitch tension was too loose. We'll see that when we get the other side. But now you see the top stitch here. Here's the long, and that's long for the featherweight. That's its long stitch length. And then you can see where I changed it to a shorter stitch length. Right here, this little area, it looks thicker, is because I did a test of the back tacking or reverse locking stitch. That's why it looks like that. But look at this, guys. Look how straight and consistent that stitch is, whether it's long or short. That beautiful, I call it microdot stitch, just a word I made up. But you can see the quality, and again, this is an analog machine, but the quality of the engineering was just unbelievable. And when we go on the other side here, you'll see the gray thread. Now the first run that I made, you'll see, notice how the magenta colored thread, which is the top thread, notice it's loose here, because I just needed to adjust the tension. And then once that was done, you can see how it makes stitches beautifully formed, very balanced stitches. Even when we come over these seams here where the fabric got thicker, not a problem for the machine. And again, this is one of the things, other than its little, cute and demure form, physical form, which is up to your own opinions about aesthetics. But it's that rotary stitch that the Singer shuttles from this period are so well known for. If it's a rotary machine, if yours is not a rotary machine, it doesn't mean you don't get good stitches, but there's just an aesthetic quality to the stitches from this machine. Sure appreciate all of you following along with this, arguably one of the most popular vintage sewing machines on the planet. And fortunately, they made a lot of them, but even if, just because there are a lot of them out there, they bring high prices. And those of you who've gone looking to buy them know this. But anyway, I appreciate all of you following along as I went through and was showing you some of the obstacles that you can find with a machine, even when it looks pretty. There's a few nicks on the machine, one scratch here, a couple of nicks, but overall the paint is beautiful for a machine of its age. And I don't detect any decal loss, which is again very can be uncommon, right? But it was stored in a case all its life. I can tell it was stored indoors. Even the case is in really good shape. But anyway, this will be going back to its owner, and I sure appreciate all of you watching and tuning in. And So if you have a machine that has some of the issues this one did, maybe take a look at the videos. Maybe hopefully that will be helpful for you. Some of these things apply to all machines, and some are more specific to the 221 featherweights and the Singer 301s. Anyway, thanks for tuning into my channel, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.